Here with head football coach Steve Johnson. And coach, team's coming off of probably a much-needed bye week this week, and you enter a pretty tough conference matchup versus St. Thomas. Talk about how you guys use this week to prepare for a big game at the Tommies this weekend.
Yeah, every week's a big week, and all those same types of things. But it is a special time. St. John's, St. Thomas, and Bethel have shared the title for about 10 years or so, and we're kind of getting ready for some different things. The bye week, Jared, it's huge. The timing for it, I think any time this year would have been a good time. We've just had a lot of injuries up front and a lot of different things, and that's part of the game and part of what you have to manage, and we're going to manage it and do those different things. But I think we will be able to get a couple guys back, and we're excited about that. And that's just a piece of it. But we really need to stay focused on what's next play. Here we go, and you want to play the game of your life, every week. And when you're playing a championship type opponent, it's a little bit easier to play well. People think, well, you get nervous. Well, you get nervous anyway, but you deal with that, you manage that, and that's called, that anxiety is the good kind. Yeah, baby, here we go. Not, And so, we just want to prepare smart, solid, be who we are, and let her rip.
Well, tell us how you utilize these 2 weeks. Do you allow some time off for the guys, for the coaching staff, or is it kind of a different approach? You're always hands-on, but maybe more learning along the way. How do you use these 2 weeks?
We felt like we had a great week. We've been through some buys, but not for a few years now. And, you kind of learn from those different things. But this year, it just worked out well. We had a JV game last Monday. Varsity stayed here. We're able to put to rest Hamlin game and all those things. JV did a great job, had a great game at Gustavus. And then what we did was just, in advance gave everybody Tuesday off completely. Coaches didn't take it off very well, but we just said everybody, there's no responsibilities on Tuesday. And then we practiced Wednesday and Thursday, our regular times, and we mixed some camp fundamentals, like you said, and some things that we hadn't done against each other for a while, and did that, and again with just kind of normal preparation toward what's next. So it really worked out pretty good. And then we gave them the weekend off. They had a big lift that Coach Meyer had prescribed for them, and they needed to get after it, in kind of that physically, that game intensity type thing.
Well, you talked about an opponent like St. Thomas. There's several throughout the MIAC. There's really not much you have to do to motivate the players because they're just like, let's go. But how do you prepare this week? What are the things that you need to do well in order to be successful against the Tommies?
Well, I think that we need to stay within our stuff. I think that younger staff, when you're playing somebody who's really, they're hot right now and they're good, and it's not like they're always good, but they're doing well, and so there's a tendency to, well, we got to do this, and we really need to have some things that will take them off balance, but we just have to do our stuff, and I'm sure they feel the same way. They need to execute what you do, and you can't, try to reinvent yourself, because the team you're playing has a different reputation or whatever, but so. Really, there's nothing to do but get better at what you do. So,
well, this Saturday head to St. Paul, and looks like it'll be a fun game to maybe a title might be on the line, but take on the Tommies.
Beautiful, can't wait.
Thanks, Coach.